Hey everyone, RogueGold here, and today I'm finally getting around to a topic of conversation that I've been meaning to cover for a while now, but just never did. Given that TU17 and Season 11 is on the way early next week, however, I figured this would probably be my last good chance to do so for a little while, so here we are. And what I want to discuss is a tease, feature, and addition we were given months ago that almost completely went under the radar with the community. So what I'll first do is provide just a bit of a recap and some context to bring everyone up to speed, and then we'll dive into my own thoughts and theories. Timestamps will be below if you need them. So the image you saw in the thumbnail and what we're discussing today is some of the artwork that we were shown back during the Season 10 reveal livestream when the devs were teasing what we could expect with the upcoming Descent game mode. If this is news to anybody that we're getting a game mode titled Descent, I'll pin a video in the upper corner that I did covering everything we know and a basic breakdown of what the mode will be, so feel free to check that out. Anyways, obviously at the time of that reveal and when they did that stream, Descent was planned for Season 11, but they announced back in November, I believe, that was being delayed to Year 5 Season 1. That put a huge damper on a lot of people's excitement and desire to really even talk about the mode at all, and I haven't really seen any discussion on it in a good while. That said, there was one aspect of the artwork we were shown that, if you really think about it, it's pretty intriguing. And despite even the devs leaning into it a bit, I haven't seen many people bite and talk about it. So if we go to some of that artwork, and I'll put the one up that I used in the thumbnail, you'll see very clearly that the agent in the photo has a green watch and Isaac brick. That's not normal, as I'm sure the vast majority of you know. By default, our Division watches are orange, that's the signature color. The only other color it can be, canonically, is red, and I suppose yellow, and that's of course when you go rogue and manhunt. So to see a green watch here is certainly intriguing. Now I'm sure some might be thinking, and I'm pretty sure I saw this back when they revealed it, that this is just concept art. Surely there can't be that much significance behind the agent's watch color. It probably won't actually be there when the mode launches, and while I could be inclined to entertain that, we had the likes of Morten Ryberg teasing after the stream that there is indeed significance behind the green watch, and in response to somebody writing about it on Twitter, Yannick said it must be a mistake, which I've seen some people take literally, but clearly he's joking. Bottom line of this all is that this Descent game mode is bringing us green SHD watches, potentially even more colors. The question is why and what it could mean. So this is where I want to get into my own theories and speculations. Keep in mind that this is just that, my own wild ideas, and I would love to hear all of yours down below. I think there are three major possibilities that I can think of that I want to go over. The first is that, plain and simple, we might be getting SHD Watch color as a new customization option with the release of Descent. I mean, thinking back to the Division 1's launch compared to now, think of all the stuff they've unlocked over time. Masks as a vanity slot, backpack trophies, gear dyes, gear transmogrification, skins for our skills, even though they never expanded on that too much. So the trend would suggest that as time goes on, we get more customization options, and I think a lot of people would see the option to change our watch color as pretty cool. Maybe these new color unlocks are exclusive to the Descent game mode, and you have to complete certain objectives, challenges, or do a certain number of runs to get them. That could be a cool incentive. I think the one reservation that myself or others would have to freely unlocking this as a customization option is, does it mess too much with the immersion of the game? As I said before, agent watches are canonically supposed to be orange, and it only goes to red or yellow for being a rogue or manhunt. Would it suspend disbelief to see someone running around with a blue watch? Probably not, but just something I thought I'd bring up. So I think that's option number one here. Second option, a green watch or different watch colors within the Descent mode could symbolize and visualize different perks and upgrades you're unlocking as you play. The way it was explained to us back in September was that Descent's form of internal progression is that you won't have access to or earn gear as you go along. Rather, after each room you clear, or however they'll do it, you're going to get a choice between two or maybe a few different talents. And by combining these, you're going to be able to create brand new unique playstyles, and if you get far enough, surpass any possible amount of power you could obtain from a regular build in the game, which sounds badass. So I wonder if these different talents and bonuses could possibly correlate to what watch color you're displaying. Let's say the first few talents you pick out are simple stuff, and of course this is completely speculative as we have no idea what these will actually be, but let's say first you choose from 5% weapon damage or 5% armor. Alright, and the next time you get something like you want to take Obliterate or Unbreakable. Cool, but then, and you get a certain amount of the way through, you then get this choice. Again, completely and totally made up here, don't freak out. You get the choice between a healing infusion, which would turn your watch green, amplifies all healing abilities by 50% and grants health on kill, or you could choose a tank infusion, which turns your watch blue, grants you 30% total armor, and gives you 3% armor regen. That would be pretty sweet, I think, and would absolutely live up to the pitch they gave of these talents and bonuses being truly unique and playstyle defining. So that's another option, again, would be pretty dope in my opinion. Then there's one more that I can think of, and that's this. If you take a look at one of the concept art art pieces they gave us. I'll put it up on screen. You'll see that the player is standing in what looks like a sort of briefing room. It says officers' quarters up on the wall there, and next to the door, there's the usual UI breakdown you see of what awaits you, similar to outside a mission area or whatever. It says arena at the top. It shows it's on legendary difficulty. There's a contamination symbol that reads toxic hazard, and then under the rewards, it shows the icons for each of our 3 core attributes in the game: weapon damage, armor, and skill tier, with some sort of white currency that has a 2000 value. So honestly, there's a lot to break down there. The door entering the arena has a symbol of all 3 core colors, so I wonder how much significance that really has in the mode. But what I really want to focus on here is the fact that the green watch is also present in this art and that toxic hazard name that's on the board. What that sounds like to me is some sort of modifier that's either voluntarily or involuntarily placed onto the session, and if I had to guess, I'd say it likely relates to some sort of damage over time effect you have a risk of taking on as you play, whether it's in the air or it spreads from enemies killed like in reanimation, who knows. But I'd say it's possible that depending on what modifier you have on your descent run, because I'm sure there's more than just one, your watch color changes because of it. Why it would do that, what significance that would hold, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But looking at all the information we have about Descent, those seem to be the 3 most plausible explanations I can come up with as for why the agent in the concept art has a green SHD watch. Those, or you just have a freaking green watch while you're playing Descent, and there's no reason behind it. Who knows? But truly, I can't wait to find out more about this upcoming game mode. As I said earlier, I think the delay has hampered a lot of people's excitement, but I think this mode has the potential to be really compelling. And just analyzing that one concept art piece that we did, there's so much that we've yet to learn. Like, what does changing your difficulty in this gearless mode really mean? What is toxic hazard? What kind of core attribute rewards is it offering? Truly, I can't wait to find out more about Descent, and I really want to hear all of your guys' thoughts about it. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe with notifications on so you can be updated every time I upload. Let me know your thoughts about this Descent discussion, my friends. What do you think about the presence of a green SHD watch in these concept art images? What theories do you have about it? But also, what are your thoughts on the Descent mode as a whole? Are you excited, skeptical, something else entirely? Whatever you're thinking, as always, I will anxiously await reading your comments below, and bring on year 5, guys. I'm certainly ready for Descent and whatever else they may have planned, but that's going to do it for me today, everybody. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and until the next one, guys, RogueGold. Ow.